Yo, what's up, everybody? Today we're
Everyone
going to be
thought
watching Otaku Nerd somehow pulls Russian Baddie and makes her fall in love. All right, let's get into it. I'm an anime connoisseur, if you wanna ask. All right, let me shut the hell up. But hello everybody. I don't think I've uploaded content like this before, but this is what I usually watch on a day-to-day basis. I usually watch this and play a little game on my phone for free cash, and then earn some cash. But if you guys see me looking down, just know I got two eyes. I might be looking that way. I might be looking this way. But all right, let's just get into it. Let's go.
he was a loser weeb, but he bags a Russian baddie with his Russian-speaking skills, shocking everyone. Alia is the most sought-after girl in the school because of his beautiful looks and because she is half Russian.
This this just said because of his beautiful looks. You know what? I don't know if I should be reacting like normal or should we just like chill react. So I like just let me know in the future if I should like just you know do my thing like how I'm doing now, or if I should just like just chill and let you guys react with me. Just let me know. I don't know. I'm just doing whatever, just trying shit new.
And because she is half Russian from her father's side. She is an all-around genius with excellent grades in both studies as well as sports, and starting this year, she is also going to be the treasurer of the student council. Everyone makes way for her as she walks, when a senior blocks her path and introduces himself as Ando. He claims that he has heard a lot about her from her sister and asks her out for a date, but the cold-hearted Alia immediately rejects him, in front of everybody. Ando persists and asks her for her number at least, but Alia tells him that she has no interest whatsoever in his pathetic Discord-mon face, completely destroying the man's confidence. She also tells him to take out the chain as it is against the school rules before walking away, while all the students are shocked that she just destroyed the most popular guy in the school. Alia doesn't give a damn about all this, though as she enters her...
He's probably gonna want revenge looking ass. That's like every anime. They got like the bully or the fucking cool kid, and then they get dissed somehow in the first part, and then they come after like the main character. My cat keeps opening the door. I gotta go shut it. But yeah, interesting plot. Interesting. I mean, I've only got through 1 minute. Let's just.
her classroom and sits down beside her friend Q's sleeping on his desk. She kicks the chair, waking him up as she glares at him, asking whether his pathetic ass was watching anime all night again. He tells her that anime is an art form of the gods, and she shouldn't disrespect it as it has helped several guys escape loneliness, and tells her that he had a fight on Twitter with a neckbeard about whether lolis are legal or not. She doesn't understand his yapping and turns away, but when he starts yawning, she ends up saying something in Russian, which embarrasses her. She claims that it was nothing, after which Q starts looking for his chemistry book, realizing that he forgot to bring it. Alia agrees to share her book, so he attaches their table and the class starts. In the middle, he starts...
Hold up, my microphone just rolled over. There you go.
sleeping again while the teacher was asking questions, so Alia jabs him with a pen, making him jump up in pain. The teacher asks whether he knows the answer, and he is forced to stand up not even knowing what the question is. He looks towards Alia, who points out towards the word copper, and he immediately blurts it out. But it's the wrong answer, after which Alia stands up and tells them the right answer. They sit down and Q's asks why she is making fun of him, but she claims that he should be aware that people can lie. He screams at her for being a bad friend, but she replies with something Russian, which she claims meant stupid. Q's, however, is not satisfied, and he repeats the phrase in his mind, only to realize that she called him cute, as she doesn't know that he can understand a little bit of Russian. When he was a kid, there was a Russian girl that moved in his neighborhood, so he ended up picking up phrases from her. Unbeknownst to Alia, Q's can basically understand everything she says, but knows that if he calls her out, she will die of embarrassment. A little while later, the class gets over and Q's immediately takes out his phone. Alia tells him it's not allowed, but Q's claims that it's an emergency as he has the chance to get a gift in Genshin. He looks at it before screaming happily that he got the moon goddess, after which Alia grabs his phone and looks at it to find a silver-haired woman in the game, Bim, while he simps over the goddess like a total weirdo. Alia seems to be hurt as she mumbles in Russian, but even she has silver hair. But when Q's asked what she said, she claims that she called him a try-hard gamer. He tells her that she is wrong as he only plays free-to-play characters, unlike true sweaty tryhards who use pay to win characters to play the game. Alia simply tells him that he will die alone if he stays a shut-in like this before moving away. During the lunch break, Q sits with his friends at a table. The bald creep with no bitches is named Maru, while the blondie is called Ki.
We all got a friend that doesn't get any bitches. I mean, I've put on so many fucking homies that just never had any bitches, like never had any pussy. Like, I've done that so many times. There's 3 minutes in the video. Let me stop.
Maru keeps yapping about how he has never smelled a girl and will probably die alone, when suddenly they spot Alia and her group of girls in the canteen as they try and look for seats. Kyo admires the beauty of the Russian sisters, while Maru gossips about how he heard that Masha is dating someone as she keeps turning down any guy that asks her out. Hughes tells Maru that he wouldn't have a chance even if he was the last guy left, while the baldy tells him to shut up and accuses him of being very dickish just because Alia talks to him. Hughes turns to look at her, then tells Maru that she mostly snaps at him angrily, but Maru is a degenerate who would let girls step on him, so he doesn't mind being verbally berated. He claims that if he had a chance, he would have gone for Suo because she seems to be the most
I'm capping. I'm not the same.
approachable, but Kyo brings him to reality, claiming that she is still out of league and has rejected even more guys than Alia or Masha. Hughes turns around to see Alia and Suo walking their way when his eyes meet with Suo, who smiles at him and asks whether she can sit here. He agrees and Suo immediately takes her seat beside him while Alia sits across the table looking a bit grumpy and disappointed. Suo starts talking to Hughes about their similar ramen choices and how they both think that the ramen should be made spicier, while Alia looks at her armlet and starts fuming. She asks Hughes whether he and Suo know each other, and Suo replies that they have known each other since childhood as they went to preschool together and have been friends ever since. Hughes asks Suo whether she is friends with Alia, but she claims that not yet, but hopefully they will become friends soon, while Alia looks down and claims that she wouldn't mind.
So why the fuck were they walking together? This is why I watch these anime recaps last before I watch the anime, but you know what? I'll reverse it. I'll watch the anime first, or the recap first before I watch the anime. If the recap's good. Oh.
Soon the two third-wheelers move away from the table, while Maru tells Hughes to get the dub with these two and leaves. Immediately Suo shifts towards Hughes, annoying Alia as she starts asking Hughes whether he wants to join the council as she has offered him a position. Hughes refuses, claiming that he has no interest whatsoever, but Suo persists, claiming that he will be a good fit with herself and Ali. Moreover, he also has experience being the vice president during middle school. This surprises Alia, but Hughes claims that during that time, he was the VP while Suo was he president, but it was only because each president had to have a mate with them who can become the VP. Sup turns towards Alia and tells her that despite how he looks, he still knows how to get work done, but Alia seems annoyed as she drinks her cola, claiming in Russian that she already knew that and doesn't need her ugly ass to tell her. After lunch was over, Suo bids goodbye, leaving Alia.
She's a little grumpy little thing. Damn. Bruh. She needs to chill the fuck out, bro. Whatever they're doing in this anime, I don't even know, bro. My bad. I had to get my babe. Plus, I just wanted to say some random shit.
And Hughes alone, and Alia immediately asks whether they are close. Hughes replies that they are good friends and asks why Alia looks so surprised. She claims that she never thought any girl would want to be a weeb's.
Is that me or is the...
Why Alia looks so surprised. She claims that she never thought any girl would want to be a weeb's friend, but he points his finger at her, claiming that she is a girl and his friend. Alia is taken back and claims that she is indeed his friend before walking away, claiming that she forgot something in the office. Later that night, Q's ends up dreaming about his childhood and the Russian girl who he would play with every single day, as she taught him how to speak a little bit in Russian. She didn't know any Japanese, so Q's ended up forcing himself to learn Russian just to talk to her. He wakes up from the dream with a sad face as he realized that at this point she doesn't even remember her name.
I'm sorry.
After that, he didn't go to sleep, instead decided to head over for school, where he ended up cleaning everything in his classroom. By the time Alia arrived, the classroom was shining as Q's tells her that he woke up early and had nothing to do. She walks over to her desk and Q's notices
Honestly, I wish I could have did that when I was in school. I probably would have been a better fucking student. Probably not. I don't know.
that she has a stain on her sock. Alia explains that while walking, a truck ran over a puddle and slashed her, but she has extra socks so it doesn't matter. After that, she looks at Q's and asks whether he really doesn't want to join the student council. Q's replies with a sign that he indeed doesn't have any interest in the council. She
Low-key, if you're... Oh my god. If you were a real nigga, bro, you would wash your shit in the fucking bathroom. That's what I usually do. Like, if I had to wash something when I was in school and shit.
looks a bit disappointed, but then she pulls out her sock and notices Q's looking away immediately. She decides to mess with him a bit and tells him to bring a spare sock from her locker. He averts his eyes and gets the sock from the locker, but Alia tells him to put it on her feet. He is shocked at that, but Alia claims that it must be a treat for a creep like him, and Q's realizes that it indeed is a treat, when suddenly Alia speaks under her breath in Russian about how it is a treat for her as well. What a diabolical story, Jesus Christ. Hughes starts psychoanalyzing her behavior and thinks whether she is a perfectionist who is using Russian with him to feel a little free or just some kind of exhibitionist. Anyhow, he drops down to his knees and grabs her feet, shocking Alia, who didn't think he would do it. She starts squirming away, but he holds her feet tightly and starts sliding on the sock slowly. While pulling it up, he accidentally touches her chicken thighs, which gets him a swift kick to the face, knocking him out, while Alia Rousey gets up and scurries away. Later that day, he texts his League of Legends forum about how he might have thing for feet when he notices that Alia still seems a bit mad. She walks out, and he follows her, immediately apologizing for his actions. She turns around and tells him that it was actually her fault as she kicked him and tries to touch his neck, asking whether he is hurt. He immediately backs off in Borast, claiming she has nothing to apologize for as she showed him a peek of the promised Neverland. Alia suddenly realizes what he is talking about, while Q's wonders why he is so stupid. Even after that, he bows down and thanks her for the spectacular.
So he saw her goo goo gaga, nigga? What? Is that what you're saying? Okay.
View, which gets him a punch to the face by Ronda Rousey, knocking him down. She starts running away, calling him a creep in Russian, but he gives chase, following her while she tells him to get lost. After a while, he catches up to her and offers him her favorite cola as a peace offering.
Somebody's gonna link in the comments. This is how black people talk. Hey, what up, nigga? Blah, blah, blah. Hey, man, I'm gonna do a goddamn 23 on a motherfucking coat, nigga. But, like, no, bro. That's not how black people talk, bro. Not everybody talks like that, bro. But that's how Russian people... You know what? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm sorry. I love everybody. I love Russian people. I want to have a Russian wife. You feel me? I just want a Russian wife. I want to fuck a Russian girl in my bedroom.
Offering. She takes a sip and asks in Russian whether he wants a sip. He ends up chickening out and pretends not to understand what she said, while Alia smiles and claims in Russian that she can express her feelings in Russian, which he will never understand, while Q stands there thinking that he knows Russian very well, but decides to keep it a secret for now to see what her true feelings are. Some days pass by when one afternoon, Yuki calls onto Q's and asks him to help her out clear the council room. He reluctantly agrees as his lazy ass is not used to working out, but he meets up with her regardless, and they start chatting when suddenly Alia appears from behind some boxes, looking a bit pissed to see the closeness between Yuki and Q's. He realizes that Yuki definitely set this whole thing up to mess with him, as she knows Alia likes him. They start cleaning everything and Yuki keeps chatting with him, while Alia seemingly gets even more pissed and tells Q's to pay more attention.
Alright, we're back.
to work. Yuki realizes that this is the perfect time, so she excuses herself and moves out, when suddenly Q's hears Alia mumble in Russian that even she wants some attention. She keeps telling him to come near her in Russian, smugly thinking that she is literally throwing herself at him while he has no idea. Meanwhile, Q's is wondering what kind of a thirsty thought talks so openly. Thankfully for him, the remaining work gets sorted out pretty quickly, and he was about to take his leave when suddenly the door opens and a tall senior enters the room, surprised to see it all so clean already. Yuki tells him that Q's helped them, so he thanks Q's and introduces himself as Ken, the president of the student council. He tells Q's that he has heard a lot about him from both Alia and Yuki, but Q's starts feeling uncomfortable and decides to leave. Ken stops him, claiming that he helped them after school, so he will buy him dinner tonight. Q's politely refuses the offer, claiming that he was just helping some friends. Before he can leave though, Yuki jumps in the conversation and tells him that he should accept the gift as he will have to cook for himself at home anyways. Ken ends up making the decision for them and also invites both Yuki and Alia to join them for dinner. Later that evening, they all go down to a diner and sit down, while Ken again thanks Q's for helping them with the council work. Yuki tells him that Q's is pretty good at physical work as he gets it done pretty quickly. Moreover, he is an expert negotiator as well. Ken immediately recognizes his talent and offers him a position in the student council. Q's again politely refuses, claiming that he is done with student council work forever, as he didn't really enjoy it during middle school. Ken agrees that it is definitely a lot of work, but tells him that it has its own benefits as well. He tells Q's that being in a student council means that he has an automatic recommendation to join the best colleges in the country, but even after this, Q's shows no interest as he simply wants to watch anime and enjoy life. Unfortunately for him,
Don't we fucking all, dude? Don't we all? But it's gotta change.
Yuki wouldn't stop writing him and tells him that they can run for the next council president once again just like they did in middle school. Q's refuses this time more firmly, while Ken tells him that Yuki is going to have tough competition as Alia is also going to run for the council president. Q's had no idea about it, and he looks at her for confirmation. Alia tells him that she is indeed going to run against Yuki next year during the elections. But before they could talk any further, their food arrives. After the dinner, they all part ways as Ken head on the other direction alongside Yuki, leaving Q's to drop Alia back home. On the way back, Q's asks Alia whether she is actually going to run against Yuki, but she doesn't seem to be very eager to talk about it, and tells him that she will go on her own from here. Q's bids her goodbye and heads back home, only to find Yuki sprawled on the couch, reading a romantic novel. It turns out that Yuki is actually Q's real sister, but because she wants to be his wingman, she is pretending to be his love interest to make Alia jealous and want him more. He tells her that he doesn't need her help and heads back to sleep. The next morning, he gets woken up by his annoying sister once again, who jumps on top of his bed and tells him to get up even though it's a Sunday. This annoying brat then drags Q's all the way to a mall to have some good breakfast, but she starts forcing him to watch a movie with him. He refuses, and they head out to a nearby clothing store where
When you really look at it, they do look the same, but she has different color eyes. Hers are like purple. His are brown. Oops, my bad.
he notices that Yuki's behavior is changed, and he asks what's up with that. She tells him that she noticed Alia tailing them, so she is going to stop behaving like his sister. He wonders what he should do right now, but before he could even say anything, Yuki ends up moving towards Alia and greets her warmly. Alia gets pretty embarrassed, but pretends that she just came here to shop some clothes and they met by coincidence. The bratty sis asks Alia whether she has had lunch yet, as they were just going to a restaurant, and invites Alia to join them. She then asks whether Alia likes spicy food, but poor Alia has only had mildly spicy curry and claims that she is fine with spices. Yuki tells her that they are going to a ramen place that serves pretty spicy food and invites her to join. Q's decides to come clean and tells Alia that the ramen is not just normal spicy. In fact, this restaurant makes ramen insanely spicy enough to make lava come out anyone's ass. Alia feels like Q's is trying to push her away to be alone with Yuki, so she decides to join them regardless. They head out to the ramen place, which scares the daylights out of Alia, who has never seen such a demonic-looking restaurant before. Q's tells Alia that she is making a mistake, but Alia is determined and goes in bowl of ramen each, while Alia notices that Yuki is wearing quite boyish clothes today. Yuki decides to use this as an advantage, and tells Alia that this morning she was in bed with Q's, so she decided to borrow one of his shirts for the day. Q's ends up spitting out the water he was drinking while Alia looks at him darkly. He tries to explain himself, claiming that she just ended up jumping on his bed while he was sleeping, but Alia doesn't buy it even for a second. Thankfully, the ramen bowl arrives just in the nick of time, which shocks Alia completely as she has never seen something as red and hot as this bowl.
Ooh, that should look good.
Yuki and Q's seem pretty fine with it as Yuki tells them all to dig in before the noodles get soggy. Alia decides that she can't be left behind, so she immediately takes out the chopsticks and cools the noodles down a little bit before gulping them down. Immediately, the spice hits her, but she pretends to be completely fine. Q's and Yuki also start eating and don't find the spice too much as they are used to it. But Q's ends up hearing Alia mumbling in Russian about how insanely hot it is, and he gets worried, so he asks her not to eat it, as they can get something else for her. Alia tells him that she likes the heat a lot, while Q's can literally see her tearing up and asking for help in Russian. Before he can say anything again, Yuki asks Alia about what she thinks of this dish, and when Alia says that she likes it, Yuki messes with her even more and gives her hot sauce to add in her ramen to make it taste even hotter. Q's tells Alia not to do it, but she is not going to lose this battle, so she puts a small amount of sauce in her noodles and tries it once again. This time she ends up screaming loudly, unable to control herself, and runs out of the restaurant. Q's follows her and finds her alone in a park and asks whether she is okay. Alia replies that she is fine, but Q's asks her whether she wants some ice cream, and she immediately agrees. He gets her a triple scoop, which she likes much more than the hellish ramen. But while she was eating, Q's again asks her why she wants to become the council president. This makes her mood sour quickly as she tells him that she just wants to try. He asks whether she has a partner, but she replies that she doesn't, claiming that she has no need for a partner and can do it all herself. He tells her that it doesn't work that way as she needs to have someone to run for vice president with her. She replies that she will find a random person and put their name down in the register and it should be fine. But under her breath, she mumbles in Russian that she would want him to be her partner. She finishes up her ice cream and asks Q's whether he has any plans, as she wants him to help her shop for some clothes. Q's agrees to help her, claiming that they are friends, which surprises her a little, as she wonders whether he is feeling pity for her because he thinks she doesn't stand. Angyutz walks into the changing room, determined to blow his mind with her fashion sense, but gets cold feet thinking what if he doesn't react at all. She still comes out of the room, and to her surprise, the moment Q sees her, he immediately compliments her, saying that the dress is making her look even prettier than she normally is. This blows her mind as she silently closes the curtains and starts panicking. While on the other side, even Q starts feeling embarrassed of the crinny lines he just spoke. Alia decides to keep it going, so she starts changing her dresses one by one, giving a full-on fashion show to Q's, who compliments each and every dress on her, which makes her feel even fashion show. Decides to keep it going, so she starts changing her dresses one by one.
That reminds me of like Bulma. That shit's fire. I would want my shorty to wear that. That fit is, I don't know, there's something about it. It's like an old school like type of vibe right there.
One giving a full-on fashion show to Q's, who compliments each and every dress on her, which makes her feel even better. She finally decides to try something a little more revealing and opens the curtains to pose, only to see that Yuki has also arrived. She quietly backs off and shuts the curtains before feeling embarrassed and wanting to crawl into a hole. Later that evening, they head back together in the train, but Alia is still too fried to talk. Finally, Yuki and Q's station comes, so they
She's too fried to talk? What the fuck?
bid her goodbye and get off the train. Alia starts cussing herself for wearing something so skimpy, as now Q's will think she is a skank, when suddenly she realizes that both of them got off onto the same station, as she decides whether to spy on them or not.
Alright, I don't think she was a Russian spy. I don't know. I don't know, but thank you guys for watching. That was a good 7 out of 10. Alright, let me chill out. Alright, we're out.